In today's session, I am going to discuss Give Reasons from the poem Crossing the Bar written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Complete the following sentences by providing a reason for each. There are 10 sentences in this session, so pay attention and watch the entire video. Number 1. The poet Alfred Lord Tennyson begins Crossing the Bar by using words that suggest evening and the end of the day because. What is the reason? Because they show that the day is coming to an end, thereby symbolizing the poet's anticipation of his death. Sunset and evening star and one clear call for me. It is dusk and the sun has set. The poet receives the call when the evening star appears in the sky. So what is coming to an end along with the end of the day? Metaphorically, the poet's life is going to end, and that's the reason that I have written over here. He is anticipating his death. Question number 2 now. When the evening star appears in the sky, the poet receives the clear call because. Clear call, an alliterative expression. What is its significance? Let's read the reason. Because this unmistakable call, this loud call, shows the impending announcement of the poet's departure from the present to the next. Now, what is the meaning of this sentence, of these words? This loud, clear call becomes the summons to die. The poet is already old and he is going to die very soon. And this is the call that shows that he is going to die. Impending announcement, a summoning from God of the poet's departure, of the poet leaving this world, the present to the next, to a life after death, to the afterlife, highlighting the journey motive, that is the journey of the soul from this life to afterlife. Do not get worried. I will again explain this in simple words. Just notice the key elements here. Unmistakable call, very important. Impending announcement of the poet's departure from the present to the next, another important part. And journey motive. This poem highlights the journey motive again and again. Journey of life from this world, from the earthly existence into life after death. Again, journey of the soul from this life to afterlife. We all know that human life is transitory. We are all mortals. And when the evening star appears in the sky, the poet receives the clear call of death, which is inevitable. These are new words. You cannot avoid death. All human beings, all living beings must die. Inevitability of death, transience of life. Learn these terms, learn these expressions, because you will be able to use them in your reasons and you will get good marks. You need to learn new words and expressions. Question 3. The poet hopes that there must not be any moaning of the bar when he starts his journey because he wants a smooth, quiet, near seamless transition from life to death, overcoming external and internal impediments, that is, obstacles. He wants a smooth transition from his earthly existence to life after death. I am here to help you. I am here to make you aware of new terms and expressions. So don't get scared. Be open and flexible and learn whatever you can. Be receptive. Question 4. The poet talks of a tidal wave that moves noiselessly and in a calm manner and wishes to sail at high tide because this is the second stanza of the poem. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam. What is the reason here? Why does the poet talk of a tidal wave? Because it is the last moment when life ebbs and submits to death, and the poet hopes that his death will be peaceful, smooth, with the soul continuing its journey into eternity. Now you need to understand this journey motive. Journey of a man from life to death and then afterlife. And the poet hopes that this transition, this change will be a smooth and peaceful one. Man dies, his earthly existence ceases, but the soul continues its journey into eternity, into the infinite space from where the soul has originated. Next, question 5. Go through my explanatory video, easy explanation video, and you will understand all the key concepts. Question 5 now. Alfred Lord Tennyson uses the metaphor of a sandbar because he wants to represent death in crossing the sandbar. So this journey is significant in this poem. It's all about crossing the bar. And what is the bar? It is the sandbar. Question 6. The image of the full tide returning home. Again, second stanza. When that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home, homecoming, and then again going away, receding. The image of the full tide returning home is suggestive because it highlights the journey of the soul. Again and again this journey motive is coming. So you need to understand the concept of journey motive. Use these terms, journey motive, M-O-T-I-F, because it highlights the journey motive of the soul into the world, passing the allotted time on earth and then making the transition into the depths of unknown eternity after death. We all take birth on earth and then we pass the allotted time, we fulfill all our duties, we live for a certain period of time and then we die because we are all mortals and we move, we go back into that unknown infinite space, that is eternity after death. It is pretty simple, you just need to understand the theme of the poem. Question 7 now. The poet does not wish for any sorrowful parting or farewell when he sets out on his journey because, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. This is the third stanza of the poem because he gives the feeling of a quiet acceptance of the inevitability of death. Death is inevitable. Just go through the spelling. And he is quietly accepting the fact that he is going to die. This is a cycle of life and birth on earth. So this is quite normal and we will all die, providing him, and this death will provide him with an opportunity to meet his maker, M capital, because maker refers to God, upon his death. There is no need to be sad. You will get to meet your creator, your maker, the pilot of your life. He is hopeful. Next, continuing with the extended metaphor, the poet says that the sunset of his life in the first stanza has now turned darker with nightfall because, again, the third stanza, twilight and evening bell. So, twilight and evening bell have replaced sunset and the evening star, and it is getting darker because he is moving closer to death and there is the gradual slowing down of life ending in silence and darkness, that is death. So Dark stands for death. Darkness represents death. Get this clear. And after that, question 9. God is seen as the pilot because, again P is in capital. God is seen as the pilot because he has guided the poet through his life and he hopes this will continue after death as well, perhaps suggesting a Christian afterlife. So he is hopeful, he is filled with optimism, he is not pessimistic, he is not sad. Question 10, the last one. Although the sea will take him far away to a place beyond the limits of time and place, there is no need for sorrow because the poet hopes that he will come face to face. The expression face to face must be mentioned with his pilot who is God. The same thing, once again, he is hopeful. So death means only the end of your earthly existence, but the soul continues its journey. Soul is immortal. Our bodies, our earthly bodies, earthly life is not permanent. Finality of death and transience of life on earth. You need to learn the themes of crossing the bar for your long answers. This is the end of today's session. I hope you have liked it. Subscribe to our channel and stay connected for more such meaningful content.